Let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you truly thought about where your time is going? Because time doesn't just pass. It builds or breaks you. Every minute is a vote for the person you're becoming. And while the world keeps chasing shortcuts and blaming luck, the truth is far more simple and far more powerful. You don't need more luck. You need more focus, more clarity, more respect for your time, because the secret to success isn't in the stars, it's in your daily habits. It's in how you spend the small, unnoticed hours when no one's watching. And that brings us to a truth that can change your life. Time is not just hours ticking on a clock. It is your very existence unfolding, moment by moment. Every second you live is shaping your identity, your future, and your legacy. The way you use your time is the clearest reflection of your priorities, your mindset, and your discipline. Think of your time as a flowing river. You are either letting it drift you into random destinations, or you're steering your boat toward purpose. Each decision you make, each hour you spend, is either building you into the person you want to be, or pulling you further away from it. There's no middle ground. If you spend your time in procrastination, in distractions, in chasing temporary pleasures, then don't be surprised if success keeps running farther away from you. Because time is not just money, it's character, it's growth, it's opportunity, it's potential. Wasted time is wasted self. And invested time is self-mastery in motion. Look closely at your daily habits. Are they aligned with your goals? Are they pushing you to grow, to learn, to improve, to take action? Or are they numbing you, keeping you busy but not productive? You don't become successful overnight. You become successful minute by minute through focus, discipline, and repetition. Who you are becoming is hidden in your daily routine, what you do before sunrise, how you respond to obstacles, how often you show up for yourself when no one's watching. Time spent on your dreams is time spent on your future self. Time spent with the right people, on the right ideas, doing the hard but meaningful work. That time multiplies, it transforms, it compounds quietly in the background, until one day, your results scream louder than any excuse you once had. And the truth is, no one can manage your time for you. Not your parents, not your teacher, not your boss, not your mentor. It's your responsibility. It's your life. And time is the measure of that life. You cannot rewind it. You cannot borrow more. You can only use what you have right now in this very moment. So if you want to change your life, don't start with your job, your bank account, or your environment. Start with your calendar. Start with your hours. Start with your minutes. Because how you spend those is how you're spending your one and only life. And that is what will determine who you become. People often look at successful individuals and assume they were born lucky, that they had the right connections, the perfect timing, the magic formula. But the truth is far less glamorous and far more empowering. Success doesn't land in your lap. It's not something that just happens to people. It's something that's built quietly, intentionally, and consistently through the repeated investment of time in the right direction. Every great achievement you admire is backed by countless invisible hours. Hours when someone chose focus over distraction, practice over comfort, learning over leisure. It's not about how talented you are. It's about how consistent you are with your time. Because your time is your seed, and what you plant every day, you will eventually harvest. Look at your habits. Look at how you spend the first hour of your day. Look at what you do when you're bored, when you're tired, when you're stressed. Because how you handle your time when it's hard tells more about your future than what you do when it's easy. Success isn't built on the days you feel motivated. It's built on the days you show up anyway. If your time goes to mindless scrolling, to endless complaining, to running from discomfort, then don't expect your life to transform. But if your time consistently goes toward reading, learning, practicing, building, and pushing beyond what you thought was possible, then success, over time, becomes inevitable. Time is the real scoreboard. Not how you feel. Not what people think. Not what you say you want, but what you do again and again and again. That's where the truth lives. That's where success lives. And the people who seem lucky are usually the ones who've been stacking invisible hours, one decision at a time, while the world wasn't watching. Because when you give your time to discipline, it gives you freedom. When you give your time to growth, it gives you elevation. When you give your time to excellence, it gives you opportunity. Time is not the problem. Focus is. And when you finally start aligning your time with your goals, when your actions match your ambition, when your schedule reflects your vision, then momentum begins. Then the world starts responding. Then doors begin to open. So the next time you wonder why success feels out of reach, don't look outside. Look at your calendar. Look at your habits. Look at where your hours go when no one's watching. Because the truth is, your future is already happening. It's just hiding in your daily routine. Success is not luck. It's not a lottery. It's a lifestyle. And that lifestyle is built 1 hour at a time. So decide, right now, where will your next hour go? Because that answer, that's the real difference between wishing and winning.